Letterman, as well as that, as the series regular, as the coach on Growing Pains. He now has a new show he will be co-starring in, actually starring in, that's coming out this fall entitled Yo Coach. How about a nice remark for the one and only Mr. Bill Kirchenbauer. Let's hear it, folks. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, the wind from your applause. Good evening. I'd like to start off by doing a couple of impressions. My first impression is that of a garbage truck at 6:30 in the morning. Get the job, man. Do no bullshit in the morning. Get the can. Say, man, make sure everybody be sleeping. Ain't good. Oh, the wind. The wind from your applause. Well, welcome to the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach. Hermosa? Used to be his Mosa, but I guess they got divorced. She got it. It's the only place I can do the joke, okay? I know what you're waiting for. You want to see the typewriter impression.
Yeah!
That's okay, I'll do it. A typewriter. IBM. Tractable. I didn't used to wear ties. Then I figured out, shit, look where they point. It's about as good as reason as any.
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster, thank you, sir. Winnebago. It's incongruent time here at the Comedy Magic Club. I like these lights. They make me feel like McDonald's French fries waiting to get bought. I like McDonald's fries. You ever get that sharp little hard brown fry in the bottom of the bag? The one with the real sharp point on it? You know, you could hurt somebody if you wanted. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Open up a can of beans. Yeah. I like greasy food. They got a lot of greasy food down south. I like to go into one of them southern diners and order. Sam, let me have some of them breaded deep fried fat balls with butter on it. And a side of mayo. And some Kool-Aid. Boy, fat balls. You might as well. My favorite greasy food, I think, is, corn dogs. Those corn dogs you get at the fair. With a little stick in them. Yeah, they're a lot better if you don't eat that fucking stick. Can we leave? How about you just buy two, Bob, huh? I like the fair. I always get to see my food twice when I go to the fair. 'Cause I gotta go on those rides. Go on the zipper, that's a good ride. That's a traditional ride that's been around for a while. You always know a ride's gonna be good when they lock your ass in a cage. This is a great ride. You lock your ass in a little cage, it goes around like this. See? It's on a stick. with 2 more morons down here. And then the whole thing does that. And you pay them. So you're on this ride for about, 2 seconds. You figure out this is not where you want to be. So you end up begging the guy with the controls to stop the thing and let your ass off each time you go by him. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm going to roll up. Oh, shit. Oh, oh my. Oh, So I figured out why they call this ride the zipper. Besides the fact you can't spell bleh. They call it the zipper because when you get off the ride, that's all you can see is your zipper. Zipper. That's right, Bob. That's right. Yeah. Well, there it goes. Okay, there we go. Here, let me test it. A lot cheaper than buying drinks. Speaking of drinks, can I have a young lady, miss, give me a chance? Beer, just give me a chance. Yeah! People that agree with anything. Yes, yes. Anything yellow, I don't care. So I gotta go to San Francisco next week. Gonna fly in PSA. Piece of shit airlines. I don't like it when they paint little cartoon faces on the airplane. Spend the money on fixing it. I like my airlines to be able to go long distances. Oh, Hong Kong, Paris, Australia. You know, PSA, they go to Fresno. You're from Fresno. Fresno tells you in its name not to go there. Fresno! The PSA, they go to Fresno, Reno, Tahoe, San Diego, Sacramento, San Francisco. If it hasn't got a no, they don't go. I don't know how they figured that out. But these pilots, they're real bored. So they like to point out stuff to you on the ground you don't give a shit about.
This is Captain speaking. Over on the left-hand side of the plane, you'll see a tree down there. There's a cute little gray poodle over there. This is my house right here coming up.
Fly the fucking airplane! Look for other airplanes! What are you doing looking at the ground? That's where we don't want to be. You'll see truck drivers going, look at all them clouds! Try going to Seattle sometime. Anytime you get in the state of Washington, they pull this thing.
Right inside the plane is Mount St. Helens.
Get the hell away from here! What are you doing flying over this? This is a relatively wide state. Could we maybe pick another route? Here you go. Thank you. Thank you. Just put it down there. Here you go. Tip a buck, or you're a cheap fuck. Drunk girls without a date. Why don't they just use a bottle cap? Well, you know the thing about traveling that really messes me up the most is you gotta go through time zones. Who invented these things? Jeez, I always wonder who lives near these things. Somebody's gotta live right on, real close to one of these time zones. This has got to screw up their lives. Johnson, you're late for work again. No, I'm not. No, I am. No, I'm not. What am I now? Fired. I had to go to England last year. I told this friend of mine, I said, I'm going to England. He said, England? That's like 15,000 miles away from Los Angeles. Big time difference. You'll have to set your watch back. So what I did was I put it like, say, right about there. Didn't do a damn bit of good. I was always up at night. Usually I have to lay on top of girls to get them to make that noise. Good laugh. Hey, you got a good laugh. That's okay. I lose track of time, though. You ever do this? You ever go to the bank and you want to write a check and you have no idea what day of the week it is? What day is it? What, you been drinking Clorox all week? It's only 7 days. We don't mix them up or change the names. Well, I get confused. Then get a brain massage. Just trying to save you a trip. What I like to do is messing with time zones. I like to go to the airport and find somebody that looks like they've been traveling a lot, have no idea where they are, what time it is, what day, what week. Just go. But have you got the year? Sometimes they'll give you their car. You missed this. So, this is very useful. Everybody should learn how to do this. You're in a real bad neighborhood. You think you might get mugged? Just walk through the neighborhood like that. Nobody will mess with you. They will leave you alone. I always do that when I go pick up my car from my car mechanic. How much? Free. Just don't do that stuff no more, okay? I don't get along well with car mechanics. They kind of piss me off. You know what car mechanics do that nobody else does in the business world, but they get away with it? They change the price. Right? They change the price. Nobody else does that. You don't go to a restaurant, order a steak. The chef comes out and says, well, It was a lot harder to cook than we thought it'd be. So it's $5 more. Okay. What day is that? I know. I just bought a car. And you know what they're doing on cars now? They're writing excuses on parts of the car that don't work right. On my car, it's on a little side view mirror on the passenger side. It says, objects in this mirror are a lot closer than they appear. Build a mirror where the objects look like where the hell they are. That's why it's a mirror. You want to see what things look like, not what they kind of maybe look like if you squint and stand in San Diego. Oh, they just write down this mirror's a piece of crap. The guy got fired. Don't look at it. It doesn't work. Oh, goodness. I read something, rate of the drinks. I was on a Caribbean cruise. I was working there. I got kicked off. I'll show you why in a minute. But, that's no big deal. I was on this cruise, and they kicked me off. See, we didn't get along well. Anyway, I told them I thought it was a real dumb idea. Caribbean cruise. You pay $3,000 to ride around the Caribbean on a luxurious ocean liner, eating expensive French food, and visiting poor, smelly, poverty-stricken, shitty little countries. What a great vacation. Let's buy this stick and go back to the ship. They have caviar. So I'll show you why I got kicked off. You gotta imagine you're in the ship, or you're on the ship, and you're watching the show, and I do my impression of the Titanic. Okay, that was the first reason. Second reason is every time I walk past the captain of the ship, I do this. I make him real nervous. So they kicked me off. I was in Jamaica. I don't like going to other countries. I really don't. You gotta change money. You give them perfectly good American money and they give you back something that looks like birthday napkins for a 5-year-old. Pictures of people you've never seen. This is our queen. Secretary of Defense, see, you don't fuck with us, asshole. You have no idea. Let's see, 5 gongas with a bobobo and 20 gazangas meat. I have no idea how much this stuff is. Let's see, how many bobos are there to a gadinga? I don't know. I think money should be green, with pictures of old dead people on them. Or powdered wigs. I don't think they should put people that are alive on money. And how would you like to give money to somebody and then their pictures on the money? So shit, you don't need this, you're already on here. I read something interesting today. I read a little census, a little poll on what the most hated musical instruments in the world were. Any idea? Accordion's number 2. What? Banjo. No, people like the banjo. Accordion's bagpipes is number 1. That's right. Yeah. I don't dislike them myself. I just think they're kind of a weird instrument, you know? What gets me is somebody had to invent the thing. Right, some guy had to say to himself one day, well, let's say if we can invent some sort of an obnoxious musical instrument. Something real disgusting. Something that'll really piss people off. Let's see what happens if I blow in a vacuum cleaner. This is a hotel towel. These are free.
Oh my gosh, I rubbed my face off! Hurt my face!
What scared ya? I used to do that to my mom all the time when I was 12. I was up in Canada. I like to go up to Canada. I like to make fun of Canada. I like to go up there and stick them with American quarters, fuck up their Coke machines. You got a weird beer there. You got a beer called Moosehead. Oh yeah, that's great. Tastes great, but you got to order it in public. Excuse me, can I have some Moosehead? Well, sure, but you have to go out back in the yard where we keep her. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a Canadian out of my butt. These are Kirchenbauer fans. I usually sell these after the show for $1, but I only brought 3 tonight, so they're $500 each. Tell you what, I'm going to give 3 to the girls in the back there with the one with the leg over here. Watch. You can put your eyes out. You're a good laugher. How to use it doesn't come with instructions. I give this to people and they use it wrong. They go like that. This is a Kirchenbauer fan. You use it like this. Nurse, the doctor asked me to bring in my stool. They said they could tell whether I was sick or not by looking at my stool. I told him I'd bring in the couch and he could check the whole damn family while I was at it. It's my impression of an Eskimo going to the bathroom. Where else was I? I was in Australia. I was down there for 2 months. They think all of you act like me. G'day, how are you? G'day. G'day, have a nice day, how are you? Put on a little shrimp on the barbie. Welcome to Down Under. Hello, how are you? G'day, 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 g'day. Speak English! You know all the words. You're that far from it, jeez. Down under. Isn't that a silly place for a country? On the bottom of the world. You know what that means? That means if you're in Australia and you're having sex and you're on top, you're actually on the bottom. You look real stupid from space. Anyway, I took a couple objects they had down there. I was a little bored. Oh, no. Took a couple objects they had. One of them being the hat, the other being this. A little American ingenuity. Came up with that. This really pissed him off. They didn't like this, as my dad would say, one iota. Till I explained to him, this is a boomerang hat. Boomerang hat was specifically designed by me, Bill Kirchenbauer, so that when the wind blows your hat off, it'll automatically come back to you. What they call a boomerang that doesn't work? A stick. Best for last. My best Australian impression. My impression of the somewhat bizarre looking but adorable Australian koala bear. Now I'm going to Texas. I'm telling you all the places I'm going. Going to Texas. My wife's from Texas. They have a lot of pretty girls in Texas. And then they have oil. And then they a lot of cows. A lot of cows. What they do is they take these cows and make stuff out of it and call it leather. Leather. See, leather is a word they made up. So you wouldn't have to go in the store and point at it and say, dead cow skin? Leather, please, leather. I always wonder how come they charge so much for things made out of cows. You know, they're not dangerous. They're really easy to kill. Shark, alligator, I'll pay you some extra money. You're risking your ass. But this is a cow. Moo! Bang, you're a belt. The hunt is over. Let's go back to the lodge, boys. Kill that fucking cow. Son of a bitch tried to bite me. He was about ready to attack. I could see it in his eyes. And you don't have to track him down. You don't have to find them, you track them down. They're always in a little fenced-in yard. They can't go too damn far. Well, I'm going cow hunting. Well, good luck. They're out in the yard. Hope you find one. There he is by the sandbox. Killed the mighty cow. Cows are real boring, too. I mean, look who their best friends are. Flies. Poor flies. That's a dumb name, huh, Fly? I think man was a little bit unimaginative, a little lazy that they named flies. Birds fly, called them birds, gave them a name. Bees fly, called them bees. Flies, you just went, let's go home early. What's it doing? Fly! That's what it's doing, that's what we'll call it, okay? You don't call fish swims, do we? I guess a fly without wings would be a walk. Maybe not. Hello. You know someone who's ruined their life because of alcohol? Jeopardized their family, their job, maybe even their marriage or their life because of alcohol? Well, if you know someone like this and you care about them, call 762-9833. We're Harry's Liquor Store. We're in the shit right over the house. We love to know where drunks live. I don't want you driving drunk now tonight. Take care. Be careful. They'll catch your ass. You know, they got drunk tests now. I was in Ohio. They're not working real well. I'll tell you why. They got this little test. Have you seen these? They're a little machine. They put it in, it looks like one of those little horoscope machines, you know, and they put it in the bar. And what you do is you put 4 quarters into it, and you push a button. You get a little tube about that long, and you take the tube, and you bend it like that because it's got chemicals in it, and you blow into it like that, and you wait 30 seconds, it'll change the color. You compare the color on the tube with the color on the chart on the machine. If you're drunk, you can't figure this out. You know who's on TV now pisses me off a lot? The guy for the Crown books. Books cost too much. His voice is so high. Books cost too much, so I cut my balls off. Get some hormones, man. Books cost too much. Is this geek? Books cost too much. Well, I'm going to do a little ventriloquism. I haven't got a lot of money and I can't afford a real good dummy, so kind of bear that in mind if you would. It's my thumb, lady, okay? This is Herman Gibner. Herman's a little bit different than you and I in that he was born without a body. And he feels, huh? He wants to sing a song. He wants me to help him sing a song. Okay, I'll start off the song, okay? 1, 2, 3. She'll be coming the mountain she comes. She'll be round when she comes. She'll be round and she'll be round and she'll be round when she comes. Take it, Herman! See, ventriloquism lessons were $100. I only had 20. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Find myself worrying about weird shit. For instance, I bought a house a little while ago, and I get a sewer bill every month. Every month, the sewer bill's different. What kind of meter they got for this? There's some guy underneath the house? I worry about things like, how do you throw out a trash can? I got one I keep leaving on the curb. They won't take it. I'm done with it. It's beat up. It's trash. I wonder about things like if you're on the freeway and you run into one of those big motor homes and put a hole in it, can they arrest you for breaking and entering? If you buy something at a gift shop, does that mean you can't keep it for yourself? I got this for Halloween. This is great. See it? Doesn't say much for your date, does it? I see, this by itself is no big deal. It depends on where you wear it. So I always wear one of those all-you-can-eat buffet restaurants. Can I get a real big table?
Well, I have to apologize. I usually try to get here early. Get these things done in all the seats. Chair. Anybody know what they call these things? Party hats.
Wrong, dickhead. Better be sure before you say shit, okay? Don't join the army. These ass gaskets, right? These are called ass gaskets. Ass gaskets. I plan on investing in some closed caption equipment next year for these. This part right here is such a pain. I wonder how many people take the time to do it. You ever notice the holes in these things are exactly in the shape of someone's head? It's like some guy in a factory somewhere has a job going. Lunch! Here's a little scene from Bill's vacation in Hawaii. How long have I been out in the sun? Ow! Oh, shit. Oh! Better buy a hat. So, let's see here. Oh, this is time for my public service announcement. Usually, well, the part right there. No individual laughing, please. This is a little public service announcement. You usually see these late at night. I like to put one on my show because it's tax deductible.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. How would you like it if a bear broke into your house, stole your wife, pooped on the floor, and set the place on fire? Don't fuck with the forest. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Is that your girlfriend? Guy there. Sister. Oh, well, you've been listening to that for a long time. Hey, it's okay to laugh your ass off in here. Well, my theory is everybody's crazy. I think people are crazy. You know how to find out how crazy someone is? Marry them. People are normal for about a year. Then one day you're walking through the kitchen and they go, "You have to make the toilet tissue come over the top, not under the bottom." You have to roll the toothpaste, don't squeeze it in the middle. Okay. You bet. Ask people what they're afraid of. That'll tell you how crazy they are. Spiders, snakes, that's okay. I'm afraid of those little Pillsbury dough containers you gotta hit on the counter to open. That'll scare the shit out of me. One of these days go. A cinnamon roll ruined my face. Very sharp. dough.
Well, it's the part of my show where I use my flashlight.
I like to find out what people do for a living. I'm a nosy son of a bitch. I used to sell life insurance myself. It was a dumb job, right? Somebody had to invent that. Some guy had to say, I'm going to start a thing called life insurance. Oh yeah, how does that work? Well, it works like this. You pay me money, and then when you die, I'll pay you money. Well, that's a good idea. So let me see, what about this gentleman right over here? Gentleman with the tie there, you look like a happy guy. You got a beard, you got a woman with you, got a couple drinks. What do you do for a living? Real loud so everybody can hear.
The associate director on your new show.
It's the lights, it's the lights. It's fucking embarrassing. Now, I do have a new show. It's going to be on ABC. It's called,
Yo, Coach.
Thank you, Yo Coach. It's a spin-off of Growing Pains. Please watch it. Let's see, well, we know what you do. See, I'm just trying to see if you remembered. All right, here's the guy right here now. This guy looks real distinguished. Salesman. So how much do men sell for? Can I get a little fucker about that big just to clean up around the house? What do you sell? Boxes. Cardboard? Huh. You got a store for that? No? What, you wander the streets? That's a good business. People use that a lot. Let's see, how about a lady? That lady right there. What do you do for a living, ma'am?
I'm a typist.
You're a typist. I see. How many words can you do? Too many. Okay. You was a dumb job, bail bondsman. Real dumb job. Think about this. The cops come to a bail bondsman and say, see this guy? Stole a car, ran over a dog, kidnapped 2 kids, and robbed a bank. The bail bondsman says, oh, I'll loan him some money. Not real bright. New Popeel. Be the first on your block to own your very own giant moron rubber dart. Maybe I can get a bullseye. Hello, children, I'm home. Well, I like living in California. The only thing about living in California is people visit. Right? They visit. Where do they want to go right away? Disneyland. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Disneyland. I love Disneyland. It's just 9, 10, 12 times a year too much. So I'll give you a little tip that you can do, that I do. Instead of going down to Disneyland, just put them in the car, and then you get on the freeway and you drive real fast past one of those little miniature golf courses with a castle in the middle. Well, that's it right there. It's no big deal. If I didn't do this, I'd work for the post office. Because they give you Valium when you go there to work. Oh yeah, excuse me. Can I have a stamp? Try this next time. You're at the post office. It's your turn. You're in line. Step up the window and do this. That'll wake him up. Post office provides free service a lot of people don't know about. It's a service for getting even with people you don't like, but are too big to fight with, is called the change of address card. All you do is you write down the name of the guy you don't like, then you write down where he lives, then you write down where you want his mail to go. I'll tell you how silly the post office is. If you take this down and hand it in, they'll want identification to make sure you're the person on the card. But if you mail it, they don't give a shit. Well, I've been trying to lose a little bit of weight myself, but I've been jogging a little bit, but I can go 3 miles, but then I can't get back home. So I've been playing a little handball, and I bought a new racket today. What'd you do? You buy one of these things, you take it to the park, and you give it to people's dogs when the people aren't looking. I threw a frisbee! Where did you get that? I always keep about 5 of these in my car when I go back east. They have toll roads, toll bridges.
Yeah.
What I do is I drive real fast through one of those toll gates and throw this in the basket and go, ah! They'll never come after you. My impression of a pencil sharpener. My impression of a stick of chewing gum.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Ladder one.